This is debate number 4, annual performance reviews underperform. This is Hillary Chiramelli, round 2. I will be doing the con side of the argument. I do believe that done right, annual performance reviews are a very integral part of most business strategies. Without a more structured, formal evaluation process, it's very hard for employees to get an understanding of how they're doing and receiving their clear, attainable goals, and also finding out, how they are providing for the bottom line of the company. And it's a way for the company to align the employee expectations, with their expectations, and have clear accountability for their employees, and a way for them to really communicate effectively with their employees. Some managers are not great at having clear, concise reviews of performance and understandings, and this kind of formalized process allows them to really sit down and think about the employee's overall performance and really evaluate that in a much more neutral atmosphere, if you will. It helps them to really focus their attention on developing that employee and having that employee understand what they need from them to move forward. I think it's really important, as the CEO in this article said, I'd never manage any other way. I wouldn't know how to drive business results without it. CEOs and a lot of upper management need to have this more formalized process in order for them to really take the time to sit down and clearly explain the expectations to the employees and help them to improve their performance. And it's a way for them to understand their bottom line. Without these performance review process, a lot of executives don't really know how to approach that. A lot of managers don't want to talk about those things, and so having this formal process allows them to talk about it in a much more neutral atmosphere. I don't feel that it's just a legal tool. I mean, if you look at like a lot of labor unions, they don't have annual performance reviews, and they have ways, legal ways to record, employee missteps and record problems with an employee. So I don't think it's necessarily just a legal tool. Excuse me. I think that, with these performance reviews, it also allows a company to sit down and look at, if they have 20 or 30 employees and they have a certain amount dedicated towards compensation increases and bonuses, it allows them to really sit down at one time and look at all their employees and decide over the course of the year who's really contributed the most to the bottom line and who really deserves, a larger share of that bonus pool money or compensation money. And I think, in the right supportive management, when you have clearly laid out templates, if you will, for these performance reviews, it really helps to provide a much more honest review system. And again, I think it really allows management to understand that bottom line and figure out who are those employees that are really the drivers of growth, who are those employees that are contributing to the bottom line, who are those employees that maybe need a little help. Thank you very much.